Education, no doubt, plays a pivotal role in the developmental processes of every nation around the world. Little wonder the great human rights activist Malcolm X refers to it as the password for liberation. Countries around the globe have continued to pay attention to the critical sector for obvious reasons. Because when you train a child, you train a nation. It is therefore not surprising that Kogi State Governor is doing all as provided by the Constitution to save the lives of ordinary children on the streets through his educational policies and programs. Since the assumption of office of Governor Yahaya Bello in Kogi State, there is new lease of life for students and pupils of the state. The narrative of the sector has changed from what it used to be, from employing quality teachers to renovating and constructing new edifices, and providing all the basic learning amenities to make education attractive to out-of-school children. Students and pupils are now willingly returning to classrooms, courtesy of the visionary leadership of the state governor. Not deterred by the challenges met on ground, the governor, whose passion for education cannot be quantified, immediately swung into action to revive the moribund sector when the mantle of leadership was again fell on him the second time. The rest, they say, is history. In recognition of these giant efforts and more, Mr. Yahaya Bello was honored by the Nigerian Union of Journalists on Tuesday, 18th of May this year for his strides in the educational sector of the state. The national president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Chris Iziguzo, affirms that the governor was singled out by the award committee after thorough assessment of each state in the country.
The team of people went through, screened through, looked at nominations, and they arrived at this conclusion. The president did not influence them. They did it all by themselves. And they now informed me that from what they've done, that Governor Yahaya Bello stands out. That's why we come here to recognize him accordingly.
Isiguzo maintained that the Role Model Award accorded to the governor is a testimonial to the relentless effort of the state government.
We must encourage the shining examples we have in the present democratic experiment. Because if we don't have them, we are not going to have our democracy survive. That's why we have gathered today with my colleagues and with endorsement of the national leadership of the union. We have come to present this special recognition to the Excellency of Yahaya Bello of Kogi State. We singled him out because of what he's done. Massive transformation is brought to the education sector. And that's why for this year, we said we're going to present to him the Role Model Governor in Education.
The NUJ president revealed that the managing director of NT's Communications, Dr. Peter Ademo, was the team lead of the screening committee and thus affirmed that Governor Yahaya Bello has indeed proven to the electorate that democracy is for all.
In arriving to this conclusion, it was not something that one or two persons sat down to do. Somebody introduced himself as the managing director, chief executive officer of the NT's Communications. Here, Peter Ademo, here. Let the team, I want to thank the team that did this job led by Dr. Ademo, the National Secretary, Chairman of FCT Council, Mr. Major Joseph, Assistant National Secretary of the NUJ, and one or two others. They've done a good job.
Responding to the honor done his administration, Governor Yahaya Bello said his government identified that there cannot be human capacity building without first standardizing the educational sector.
Any nation who wants to have a future must be able to look inward and develop the younger generation. Any nation that wants to attain development and greatness, you must look inward and empower your women and ensure you bring out the best in them. We've been able to educate ourselves to that point, whereby today in Kogi State, our youth are no longer referred to as leaders of tomorrow, but we are leaders of today. We have been able to educate ourselves, both young and the old, in Kogi State, whereby our leaders are advising us from the rear. Whatever we are doing wrong, they will quickly give us advice and we take correction. That education is exactly what we give to ourselves and we're still giving to ourselves. And you can see our youth are no longer taken to crime. You can hardly arrest any criminal within and outside Kogi State and they are citizens of Kogi State. It's a lie. Kogi State citizens are now holding their head high. That is education. We've been so educated ourselves that when Ibraman, Sisidela man, Okun man, Oworo man, Lupe man, Kakandan, Basa, all of us, we no longer ask ourselves, are you come from this sectorial district or this tribe, or are you a Muslim or a Christian? It is this education that bound us together, and today we look at ourselves as co-guides first before we think of where it comes from. That is education. It is that education that made us to be able to manage the little resources, balance the utilization, prudently manage the resources, and it cut across, and we're able to achieve the modest achievements so far, as enumerated by the rector by the VC, and every other person. It is education. We've been able to so educate ourselves to realize that 1 naira can change a society. We educate ourselves to the point of securing our 1 naira, and the millions took care of themselves. We're able to put it together to put the modest infrastructure you see today across Kogi State. That is education. Education taught us that all those serving in my cabinet must not take the state resources that does not belong to them. That is education. Education taught us to be trustworthy, because we realize that the office we are occupying today is temporary, and we are holding this position in trust for the people. And we realized that one day we shall be called to come and account for every of our actions. And that is why you see us in Kogi State flourishing, serving our people to the best of our ability, and sacrificing personally to serve our people.
Yahaya Bello reiterated that he did what the constitution requires of him as the #1 citizen of the state, and he would not relent in his effort to salvage other sectors in his jurisdiction and before the end of his tenure.
In doing my constitutional or carrying out my constitutional responsibility to the best of my abilities, within the limited resources, and considering all the challenges, obstacles, and hurdles, I never knew that I was making any serious impact in the educational sector and in guaranteeing freedom of press in my state. We decided to keep it low from the beginning because we don't want to blow our trumpet so early. Let our people be the one to speak. I didn't approach you, but when you all, you recognize you're able to see it. We will tell you more of our achievements this time around. And I think, I don't know how many awards you're going to give to me.
Governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Yahaya Bello, understands the power of the media in grassroots mobilization and has actively supported press freedom. Indeed, he has brought revolution to the education sector in Kogi State. He is therefore adjudged as the winner, not as a winner, as the winner. This is a special category of this award. Among the 36 governors that we assessed, he is the winner of Distinguished Friend of the Media Role Model in Education Award.
Distinguished Friend of the Media Role Model in Education Award, presented to His Excellency Yahaya Bello for actively supporting press freedom and being the leading champion of quality education in Nigeria. Congratulations.
I call him Comrade Adoza Yahaya Bello because he still applies the 3 C's of Aluta: consultation, consolidation, and comfort. I must quickly commend NUJ for giving award based on credibility, not because you are looking for a fat purse. I think Nigeria is going the right way now. Thank you, His Excellency, for making us proud in Kogi State. Students are pressure groups. We are not afraid of telling NUJ if he has not done well that he doesn't deserve this award. We will have come all here in our numbers because he's worth and merit, he's the merited candidate of this award. And thank you for giving him this award.
Other top government functionaries present at the event had this to say.
His Excellency has graciously and generously approved a whooping 20% of the state annual budget to go to the funding education. As we speak, Kogi State is already running an education sector plan from 2021 to 2030. We already have a 10 years focus of where our education is going to get to by the year 2030. We know your determination. Strictly used. The 5% you are seeing that are adults are the ones who seated here today. The 95% they are there on the field.
You see 20-something, 26 to 27 years of executive chairman. That is the kind of government we have in Kogi. And as I'm standing before you, I'm the longest serving adult chairman in whole Nigeria. Thank you, Your Excellency. I've been telling you, whenever I stand before you, I have nothing to sit down to continue to pray for you. It picks some of us from nowhere to somewhere. Like the serving executive chairman of Lokoja local government, the capital city of Lokoja, he was formerly a driver, taxi driver, and is now an executive chairman. One of my former admin secretary was an Okada rider. He became an executive chairman and he became a chairman, a caretaker chairman and admin secretary. This is what this man has been.
Let me give you an advance information, sir. When you come for our matriculation, it's not going to be far from now. People will now know that Conference University of Science and Technology is a reality. In fact, our admission is about to be completed. The first batch of students have received their admission letters. We are robustly supported. In fact, I kept on getting calls from passers-by saying, what is happening? What magic is happening? I said, no, the magic is G1B.
Thank you for the security house you gave us at Kogi State. You were protected. You moved us from a 3-room office to a model of security house that you gave to us. We also say thank you very much for giving us a befitting medical center from a 3-bed clinic to a 30-bed clinic. We also want to say thank you for the massive and comprehensive renovation of the student hostel that students are back to the hostel after overseas. We also want to say thank you for restoring security and academic discipline in Kogi State. We say thank you for giving us free hand to operate in Kogi State Polytechnic. Thank you for the unbroken academic calendar in the last 4 years. Thank you for the improved welfare of staff and students in Kogi State. Thank you for the approval for the takeoff of the School of Agricultural Technology and Craft. Thank you for the massive 6 projects that are ongoing. The new administrative block, the new 200 lecture theatre, the new laboratory for School of Applied Science, the new building for School of Environmental Technology, the new building for School of Art Design and Printing, and the new building for School of Science and Technology. Thank you for the donation of security vehicle to help aid our security operation. Thank you for digitalization of the Kogi State Polytechnic, e-governance, e-examination, e-result operation.
takeoff of the Conference University of Science and Technology from one of our campuses at Osara. Your Excellency,